Hey guys, welcome to Shojib Tutorials. In this video, I'm going to show you how to keep track of scores. For example, I have an example here. So as you can see, there are some cubes placed in the floor. I'm going to run around and keep track of how many I collected. I'm not going to store the cubes in my inventory yet, but this video is not about that. It's only to keep track how many cubes I have collected. So I have collected 7 scores. All right, so let's get started. So first, let's create a new project. I'm going to create a third person, no starter content. So create. All right, so we have the project open. Let's play. So you should have something like that. If everything works, let's get to work. The first thing we want to do is we want to create and go to your blueprints. So you should see content, third person BP. You see a blueprint folder. Go in there, right click, and we're going to create a actor blueprint. Name it BP cube. All right, this is going to be the cube blueprint. Double click on it, and then we're going to go on the left. We're going to create a static mesh. Type in static mesh and select that. So we have static mesh, right? Let's drag it and let's make it the root, and we're going to rename it cube. Okay, and we don't have anything attached to this. Let's add a static mesh, and we're going to attach a cube. So choose cube static mesh, and you should see a cube. If you don't see one, just zoom out, and we're going to scale it to 0.3 x, y, and z. Right, so this looks fine, and we're going to give it a nice materials. Type in disk material. Yeah, this material, it has a nice color to it and it's see-through. So these materials, compile, save, and we're done with cube blueprint creation. All right, let's go ahead and place the cubes on the floor. All right, okay, it seems it's too big. All right, let's make it smaller. Let's make it 0.2. Okay, save, go back, let's place them here. All right, let's place them on the floor. So what you're gonna do, you will place one, then do Control C if you're on PC, and Control V to paste. So let's copy and paste a couple of them and place it on the player, and we'll be running around collecting them. Okay, there you go. All right, so we have done the let's play. Right now we can't go through it, so we have to do one more thing, and double click on the blueprint cube, and we want to change something. We want to change the collision presets. Currently it's black all dynamic. We want to overlap all dynamic. Compile, save, go back, play. Now we should be able to go through it. All right, so that's good, right? Now we want to do is we should be able to run through it, and we want to destroy the cube as we collide with it, and then we're going to play some sound. So double click on third person character. All right, so in here right click, and we're going to event actor. Okay, we're going to pick event actor begin overlap. All right, now what you want to do is we want to play sound 2D. When the player overlaps the cube, we're going to play sound. So in the event actor begin overlay and play sound, we're going to pick the sound of click on button. All right, so on there, and we're going to destroy the actor. Target would be, so this is going to be like, let's point to that, and that should be it. Now we go through this, it should make a sound, and we destroy the cube. Okay, there you go. All right, now we're only destroying the cube. Also, we're playing the click sound. We don't have any scores, so we don't know how many cubes we collected or what's the scores. So that's the next step, right? So what you want to do is right click here, go to user interface and widget blueprint, name it blueprint widget. Open the widget blueprint, and then we're going to create, go to panel and pick horizontal box, right? Resize it, drop tags, and drop another one on the right side. So you should see two of them, right here, horizontal text and this. The first one, click on the first one on the left and go to content tags and name it scores. Okay, and the second one is going to be empty. So the text is going to be empty for the second one, and we can make it fancy, but let's not focus on that. We can make this you can change this font size to, let's say, 50. And this is going to be 50 as well. Let's change the color to something like this. Okay, we can use some blue for this. All right, so we have scores and this, and then what you want to do is choose the one that is going to store this scores for you, which is the second one, right? And click on, go to content, and on the right you see bind. Click on bind, create binding, and it will create this function, right? So we're going to rename this, and we're going to give it widget underscore get scores. We have to do one more thing before that. Go to third person game mode, and we have to do something. If you see something like this, click on open full blueprint editor. All right, and in here we're going to right click, add a custom event, and we're going to name it event set scores. This is going to set the scores, and this is going to have an input which is going to be scores, which is going to be boolean, no integer. Then we want to have another variable here called scores, right? This is going to be an integer as well. We're going to drag this, right? And this is going to have a default value of 0. All right, we're going to add this, and we'll add this plus integer plus integer. We're going to add this, and then we're going to output it. Drag this set scores like that, and it goes here. So this is the set scores custom event. We're going to use this to set the score. Let's go ahead and save and go back to widget. We didn't finish it. The widget is going to use this custom event. So here, so what we're going to do is right click, cast to third person. All right, type in third person, and you will see cast to third person game mode. Okay, we're gonna do that, and the object is going to be get game mode. Connect this. Since we're in the widget, we're going to set, if we pass this to this, it's not going to work because we have to get scores. So this is the scores variable in the event of the third person game mode, and we can connect this here. This is going to convert it from int to string, into text, and then we're going to connect to this. All right, so that's it for this. And now we have to do is go back to your third person character. See, every time we destroy the cube, we want to keep track of it. So we're going to do the same thing here. Third person, cast to third person game mode. The object is game mode. Let's connect this, and we're going to call the event set score. All right, and this is going to be, we have to create a variable here called scores, and this is going to be integer. Now if you compile it, it's going to be v0, so we're going to drag and put it here. Okay, so we're passing this scores to this event, and the event will add and set it to and put it in a variable, and from the widget we get the variable called scores inside the event in the user interface. There's one more thing we have to do. We have to do event begin play. On event we want to create the widget so that we show it. Create the widget, create viewport, no, add to viewport. Want to create the widget. What's the widget is widget is blueprint widget, and then we're going to put it on the viewport. Okay, the target is this. This is the blueprint widget object. Okay, we have a variable called scores, so let's give it a 1. So we're going to add 1, and now there you go. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yeah, that was straightforward, very simple.